just really wanted to go ahead and just post this quick video because it's been a lot of things going on in the world right now, and I mean, not even in this time, this is just real life. So I really wanted to post this video to help people out who maybe don't know how to deal with grief, who don't know what grief is. I mean, things of that nature, because it's definitely something that everyone goes through in life, and it should be an open conversation, something that we can all talk about. I mean, it's unavoidable. It's very unavoidable. So I just want to, give some encouraging words and just to help you guys go through your process as you go through life, because I just want you to know that it is okay and it does get better. So I'm just going to go ahead and start with defining grief. Grief is a noun, and it can be defined as a deep sorrow that one feels, especially caused by the death of a loved one. Now, a loved one can extend from like a hero to a monumental figure, even a political figure, to the death of an animal. Grief has no limits, it has no boundaries, and anyone can feel grief and sorrow. Grief can also be caused by heartbreak, a divorce, losing a job, even like losing a family treasure emblem. I mean, grief can be caused by just about anything that is dear to your heart. And if it's taken away, it can cause grief. So in order to deal with grief, you first have to acknowledge it. You have to internalize, why are you hurting? What is making you feel abnormal? And just kind of get a hold of the situation. Then you have to realize that grief isn't a time scenario. It isn't something that has like a timeline, like, in 3 months you're going to be better. Like, no, grief can take as long as you need it to. Me personally, I grieved for like 3 months about one subject or about one situation, and then I grieved for like a month on another. It really just depends on the situation and how dear and close it was to your heart. I mean, sometimes grief never stops, but you just have to learn how to keep going each day, and each day you just get stronger. You have to take it day by day, because that's all we can do. It's okay to feel sad or angry or helpless or even filled with guilt or wonder, why is this happening? Why has this happened? But you just have to realize, like, this was in the plan, and you just kind of have to go with it. It's very unfortunate, but I mean, it's life, and life continues to go on. So you have to do the same. Like, your health is number one. You are priority. So you have to make sure that you are okay at the end of the day. So when grief isn't properly treated, you can have physiological problems such as mental instability or just a decline in your health overall, like losing weight, not getting enough sleep, not wanting to eat. And these are all normal symptoms, but you have to get a hold of yourself before they can turn into something worse, because at the end of the day, you don't want anyone grieving over you, so you definitely got to make sure that you're taking care of yourself and that you're doing the right things in life. Like, grieving is a process that you can do alone, but it is better with people. People are going to be your number one support, whether it's just a friend, a family member, an emotional support animal, whatever you can have that can comfort you, because grief is the time for comfort. You need to be in a very comfortable position in order to go ahead and deal with your pain. You also got to know when it's the time to seek help. So again, friend, family member, if you even got to go to a therapist, a psychiatrist, in a couple years, your girl will be one. So you can feel free to come to my office. We can even talk about it now. Feel free to DM me, message me on Facebook, Twitter, anything. Like, if you guys just want to talk, I'm very much here for it, because mental health is just so important. Like, your brain, this is the powerhouse of your entire body. If you don't have your brain, you can't do anything. So you got to make sure that you take care of yourself, because grief can take a serious toll on your brain, and you really want to make sure that you just keep yourself up to par. Okay, you want to be healthy. Like, it is okay to be sad, it is okay to be angry and feel whatever you're feeling, but you gotta make sure that you are being healthy. Okay, you gotta take care of yourself. Again, you are the number one priority. Also know it's okay to not be strong. I know specifically in the Black community, we have a stigma that, our Black males shouldn't cry and they shouldn't show like weakness, but you have to understand that that is a normal part of life. You come into this world crying, so how can you just sit here and tell someone that they have to be a certain way? Crying is normal. Crying does not show weakness. It just shows your emotion. That's how you let it out. Because if you bottle it in, there's no way that you're going to acknowledge it, internalize it, heal from it. So crying, not being strong, having some breakdowns, it's okay, because at the end of the day, you're releasing all of that buildup that is in you, okay? So it is okay to not be strong, and do not let anyone tell you otherwise, because it is not true. Also, I would say seek help, not in just people, but also in your faith. Whatever you believe in, just make sure that you just kind of sit there, talk, just get it in with your faith, and just know that it will be okay. And lastly, you just have to realize, this was the biggest thing I feel like I took away. I was told that time heals all wounds. And of course, when you first hear it, you're like, nah, I don't want to hear that. But look at me now. I'm better. I'm happy. Like, the pain is still there. It might still linger, but at the end of the day, like, I'm here. I'm going on about life. So time does heal all wounds. You just have to let time do its thing. And I know that, like, it could just feel like it's gonna last forever, but I promise you the pain won't. Better days are for sure coming, because as they say, after the rain, there is always a rainbow. So you just have to remember that and keep pushing forward, okay? You have way more people to live for. You have a life to live. So you just really got to keep going one foot in front of the other, and you will be okay. So again, if anyone ever wants to talk, I'm very much free and open to anyone. Like I said, you can DM me, you can contact me wherever you want, even leave a comment below. We can get in contact. Like, this is just something very important that I feel like should be talked about in the world. And it's not really a conversation that many people have, but it is one conversation that definitely should be talked about, because again, everyone goes through grief. And I know recently we just had the passing of Kobe. Therefore, there are a lot of people grieving right now. And also, personally at my school, we just had the death of someone who was very close to a lot of people. So I know that, we're mourning, grief, and all of these things. So you gotta know what to do, how to do it, and just how to properly take care of yourself. Like, please take care of yourself. That is number one. So I do wish you all the best. I do hope that you all feel better. Just know that everything happens for a reason. It was all in the plan. It was all in God's plan. If you don't believe in God, but it was definitely all in the plan, and you just have to take it one day at a time. So I hope you guys feel better, and I really do hope that this video was somewhat informational. If it made you feel better, to just know that someone is here for you, looking out for you, praying for you, like I will be. And again, if you need anyone to talk to, I'm always here. I'm always open. I mean, you can find this video 5 years from now, and if you still just want to talk, I will be here. In about 7 years or so, I'll be a psychiatrist. So you can just come into my office, VenCare. Okay. So yes, I hope that you guys do feel better, and you guys have a great day. Still dreaming.